Previously on One Life to Live.
You didn't tell him, did you? That I'm still in love with him?
Everybody's trying to change me, Blair. Everybody but you.
You're looking at the guy who can set your son free.
Why did you have to go and tell Nora about my relationship with Bo?
Are you okay?
What do you think?
Sam, Vicky, Taya. Now, they all want me to be somebody else. But you don't. Why is that?
Come on, Todd. You remember we fought for the title of most pathetic. Now, if you changed, then I would have to be most pathetic all by myself.
Yeah, well, I think I've already won that.
Only you would understand me. Trying to create a virus to destroy my husband and then changing my mind.
Well, I think you should change it again.
You did get rid of the virus,
Yeah, I
didn't you?
got rid of it, but I'm thinking maybe you should put it back.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Why not?
Because I love my husband and I want to save my marriage.
You really are pathetic.
I don't think you're supposed to be here, RJ.
Well, are you? I mean, are you following me, Christian? You gonna tell your brother, the cop?
Or your brother, the DA.
Ah, some relatives, huh? I guess we're lucky.
Terrific.
Trying to play with Todd's head?
Such as it is.
Make him think that Taya wants him back, right?
Do you have a problem with that?
I think that Manny deserves whatever he gets.
Well, I'm so glad to have your approval.
But now that you're busy with Manning, you can back the hell off my brother.
How could you tell Nora? You know how much she's going through, and you know that Bo and I wanted to keep it a secret.
She already knew something was happening. Every time she looked at you and Bo, she saw it. It was gnawing in the back of her mind. I actually did her a favor.
Oh, and now you're lying about it.
No, I am not lying.
I talked to her. She told me what happened.
You're gonna trust her memory?
Her short-term memory is fine.
You don't even know what did this to her.
I know Nora was telling me the truth, which is more than I can say for you. You told her because you wanted to hurt her, me, both of us.
Why would I want to hurt you?
And if you could do this, I think that you could do just about anything. Even help Colin hurt Nora.
Lindsay had no business telling you.
Actually, I think Lindsay was right to tell me. This whole situation is bizarre. My heart and my head is caught in a whole nother time. I feel like I'm married to you, and I think, wow, Melanie and I could really be good friends, and then I find out the two of you are an item.
And we should have said something.
We? What was Lainey supposed to say? Oh, by the way, I'm dating your husband. Oh, excuse me, ex-husband. That would have gone over real well.
So, do you understand why we didn't tell you?
I understand why Lainey didn't say anything. I don't understand why you didn't say anything. In all the years that I remember knowing you, Bo, the one thing you never felt for me was pity, and I don't want you to start pitying me now.
So you say you have evidence that would clear my son of all the charges against him?
That's what I said.
What is it?
First, I want immunity from anything connected to what happened to Nora.
You keep saying you had nothing to do with that.
I didn't. But innocent men go to prison every day.
Tell you what, you tell me what you have, and maybe I'll plead leniency.
No. Immunity first, then we talk.
No.
This is the only chance you got, Sam. You remember that when you come begging to me after you blow it.
Colin, you think you can play me? Well, forget it. You got nothing. You're just stalling for time.
Stalling?
Mm-hmm.
No. I am doing you a favor here.
You've already done me the biggest favor you could ever do. See, you were stupid enough to take Nora to your house, where we could gather all kinds of forensic evidence to convict you. Then you were stupid enough to bring Will there so that he can testify that he saw Nora there. And the really good thing is, you're going to prison for all this.
I don't think so.
I do. Why else would you be down here trying to bluff a deal for yourself?
Because I have proof that can set Will free.
You come down here and you try to get my son's hopes raised so that you can bluff your way out of spending some hard time. You are one sick puppy. Get out of here.
You know what? Fine, Sam. Okay? Fine. That's the way you want it. You have it your way.
Great.
I'm sorry you're stuck in here, Will. Because it didn't have to be this way. Wasn't there a tape? Something Jessica made to prove her grandfather set you up? Does that sound familiar? Now, I know someone told me that that tape was destroyed in a train wreck. But what if it weren't? What if someone found that tape? And that someone could produce it? That tape must be worth something, Will.
That tape doesn't exist. I talked to Nora about it. She said that it was destroyed.
I was at the train wreck. I was treating victims of the crash. What if Nora were wrong, huh? You realize what that would mean? Look, Sam, everyone knows your son doesn't deserve to be charged with this crime.
If you have this tape, and I don't believe for a second that you do, let me have it.
Immunity.
I can't promise you that. And there's no way Hank Annan is going to let you walk.
Oh, well, then you're just going to have to talk him into it, won't you, Sam? I know it won't be easy, but I'm pretty confident that you'll be up to the talk.
You know something? You just love to see people jump through hoops and watch them squirm, don't you? Well, I'm not going to do it, pal. That stops right here. You can go find your entertainment someplace else.
No problem. I have tapes at home I never get tired of. What was Will's vulnerability? Will would do anything for you, even steal. So when he decided to borrow that 35 grand, that was all I needed.
That's it. That's it. That was what Asa said on the tape. He wouldn't know that unless...
I couldn't believe it. Then before I knew it, you had that guy spread eagle on the ground in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, well, I used to practice on Christian.
You did not.
I did, I swear.
I could settle all that. I know everything that Antonio used to do to torture Christian.
Well, you should have seen Sophia strutting her stuff today. She sounded like 10 men coming through that front door.
Hey, that was nothing compared to what you did. When that guy busted out the back and there you were ready for him, it was just like that drill that we did with John and Shelby.
Oh, wait a second. You actually paid attention in that class?
Excuse me, I always paid attention during class. Who fell asleep during search and seizure?
Hey, wait a second. I was up studying all night, and I wasn't asleep. I was resting my eyes.
Really? Your eyes snore?
Hey, Vega, you got a minute?
Yeah, well, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, my God. I wish you could see him in action. It's like being partnered with Rambo.
And who are you supposed to be, Xena?
Maybe you should become a cop. You hear enough?
And what's that crack supposed to mean?
Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, maybe I should. The reason why I'm here all the time is because it's someone who works here.
Me?
Hey, Sophia.
Come on, I know.
Paul wants to talk to you now.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just giving you a hard time. You tell me later, okay?
You're not doing anything tonight, right?
Well, how do you know that?
Because I'm not doing anything.
Well, maybe I have to keep the city safe.
Well, your shift's over, remember? I decided to come back here and persuade you to come to the palace with me.
Oh, yeah? What kind of tactics you got?
Follow me and I'll show you.
You want to believe that I helped Colin.
No, I don't want to believe that. You're my sister.
No, you want to believe that because if you do, then you don't have to feel so guilty about what you did to Nora.
I was protecting her.
Well, believe it or not, so was I.
Oh, no. You are not going to justify this one. I know you meant to hurt Nora and me. I know it and you know it. So why don't you just admit it?
Well, this is starting to seem vaguely familiar, isn't it? I spent all those years watching Dad light up every time you walked into a room. And if anything happened to go bad, well, I got blamed for it. It couldn't be perfect good Lainey. Well, she would never do anything wrong. So I guess it's my fault that you slept with Beau when I was in love with him and when I was carrying his child. And I guess it's also my fault that you're going after Beau while Nora can barely remember her own name.
I stayed away from Beau.
You moved into Nora's house. Gee, what are the odds of Beau showing up there?
That's not why I did it.
Actually, it was pretty smart. Especially since Nora didn't know Beau was taken. Who knows what she might have tried.
Well, she knows now, doesn't she?
Nora is trying to get Beau back. And sooner or later, she's gonna get him.
Nora is trying to put her life back together. She's not spending all her time plotting her next move.
Oh, you mean like me? When are you gonna learn, Lainey, that I am not your problem? Nora is.
I don't pity you, Nora. I never have, and I never will.
Then what do you call it?
I care about you. A lot. And I didn't know just how much you could take.
Oh, what have I become, Nora? The fragile flower? I'm a big girl, Beau.
I know how strong you are. But you just come back from the dead. And when I first saw you, you didn't even know who I... What?
Sorry.
No, what? You want to let me in on the joke, or...
This is what you said about you just come back from the dead.
Yeah?
Well, how often do you hear people say that in real life? I mean, come on. I mean, think about this. This is completely and utterly absurd. It really is. I mean, there you are, happily living your life, you know, just happy as a little clam, and then suddenly, she's back.
Well, I don't know if it was as happy as a clam. You know, I missed you, Nora. We all missed you.
What's worse, I don't even know what year it is. I mean, you're firmly planted in the year 2000, and I'm somewhere in the ballpark of 1997.
Well, I'm just glad that you're back. Whether you're in the ballpark or you're in the dugout or out in the bleachers, I don't know, whatever.
Even if you're playing for a new team with a new manager?
Even if.
I always wondered how ball players do that.
Do what?
I don't know. It's like you're playing for the Cubs, you know? You love Chicago. You do anything. You do anything so that the Cubs would win the pennant. And then suddenly you traded to the Philly. I mean, are you supposed to hate the Cubs?
Well, if you want to get paid.
I don't know, all those years in Chicago and loving Chicago like that. Does that love just die?
What's going on?
Is that what happened to us, Bo? Did our love just die?
What is the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? You sound like Kelly or Vicky or one of those other bottle blondes.
Why? Because I actually care about somebody other than myself? Because I'm committed to a man? I want to stand beside him and trust him?
You're making me sick.
You are sick,
No,
Todd.
I am not
yes,
sick.
you are.
The only sane person in this town of saps. I mean, you got Sam, Vicky. I mean, you should see the piece of meat she's shacked up with. And I think they're all pathetic.
Why, because they actually care about somebody than themselves?
No, because they're stupid enough to think that people actually care about them.
You only care about yourself.
What, are you going to try and change me now, too?
No. I want you to help me.
Oh, here's why you're here. All right, well, what is it that you need?
See, Todd, I started this company. It was a company to help destroy Asa and Max. It's a company that buys the companies that they want, and I just can't let Max find out about it.
Wait, Todd, come on, please, you have to help me, all right? Because Sky's going to find out that I'm behind it, and she's going to tell Max, and then I'm going to lose everything. Well, will you help me or not?
Oh, what is it I'm supposed to do?
Well, all you have to do is really just buy the company and just erase any connection to me. That's all.
You want me to buy it?
Dirt cheap.
I buy it, then I hide it. Right? And this is an acquisition company, right? Designed to hurt Max and Asa.
Yes, no, but wait. Asa, yes. Max, no. Absolutely not.
But I do get to hurt Asa? Well, okay.
You'll do it? Oh, thank you so much, Todd. Really, I mean that so... Well, Max is probably waiting for me, so I'm gonna go.
No. You're coming with me.
Little brother protects big brother? Now, that is something you don't see every day.
Just back off, Antonio, RJ.
Where did all this fraternal love come from? Last I heard, Tonio was trying to arrest you.
Why do you care so much about my family?
I know what it's like to have your big brother crack law books over your head.
Look, you can drop the sympathy routine, RJ. You hate me, you hate Antonio.
No, I don't. Listen, Tonio and I are not on good terms. But I didn't know you and I had a problem.
You want to drag Antonio down, and you think I'm the perfect person to do it.
Well, I guess you've been talking to Roseanne.
It'll never happen, RJ. Antonio didn't turn his life around so I can help you ruin it for him.
Well, far be it for me to interfere in this Vega family bond. I guess if Poppy says you should stay away from me, well, then you should obey him.
Nobody tells me what to do.
What about Will Rappaport? Did you decide to let him have your girlfriend?
You don't know anything about that, RJ.
Okay. I know more than you think.
Why? Because we're so much alike?
Because we grew up the same. I was in Chicago, you were in Angel Square, but it's the same thing. People telling you that if you do more, if you try harder, you can make something of yourself. You could be somebody, and we believe it. But we learn, sooner or later.
So now you're telling me that the only way to get ahead is to forget the system. Do what I want. Take what's mine. Even if I have to break the law to do it, right?
Break the law. Is that all you see when you look at me? A hoodlum with an arrest record. Because guess what, my friend? You have one now, too. So that's all they'll see when they look at you.
I told you, we're not the same.
Because you're a good guy. And I'm a bad guy. Right? Oh, it'd be nice if life were that simple. But it's not. I say, I'm just a man. Fallible as all men, trying to live this life just like you. So be careful. You never know. You just might need my help one day.
I'll never be that desperate, RJ.
Will's a smart kid, Sam.
You trying to trade my son's freedom for yours? You know, to do that, I would have to forget an awful lot of things that you did. And I will never forget 1 second of 1 minute of 1 hour of the time you kept Nora away from us. Colin, I will never forget the suffering that Nora's daughter went through. I will never forget holding my son on my lap and having him say, Daddy, read the story louder so that Mommy in heaven can hear the story too. I will never forget not knowing whether or not I would ever see Will alive again. And I will never forget standing at a train wreck and having Bo hand me a crumpled picture of Nora and me thinking that's probably the last I would ever see of the woman I love. I will never forget it.
Come on, Sam, now you're gonna blame me for the train wreck? Is that what you're gonna do?
No, I blame you for what happened to Nora. The train wreck just hurt her body, but you took her mind. And now you have the nerve to stand here and try to barter for my son's life?
That pretty much sums it up.
I could kill you!
I'm gonna get what I want, Sam. Or Will's finished.
Door!
No. Our love didn't die. I don't think that real love ever does just die, but it changed. It wasn't the same as when we got married. A whole lot of things happened.
And that was that. We got divorced, huh? Just so long, see ya, adios, sayonara, sucker, later, gator.
No.
Were we friends? More than friends?
At what time could our relationship ever be reduced down to just one word?
Oh, complicated, huh? It was complicated.
When was it ever uncomplicated?
Do we still have feelings for each other?
Uh,
Okay, now who's the one with the private joke?
It's just, all right, in kind of baseball terms, it's deja vu all over again. This is what we were talking about the night that we thought we lost you on the train. It was before the wreck, but you wanted to talk about whether or not we had feelings for one another.
Oh, and I bet you just love that.
Well, you were pretty much pulling teeth.
So were we on the same team, or did you trade me?
I care about you, Nora. But it is different from what you remember.
Good. Free agents, huh? You know, was it no harm, no foul? I don't think that's the right game. Oh,
Nora.
please. No. Mm-mm. Okay, please. It's fine. So, you and Lainey, serious?
Yeah.
Do you love her?
I've had just about enough of this conversation.
Okay. I'll give you that keeping you and Beau a secret was probably what was best for Nora. But no way was it what's best for you. And you're the one I care about.
Okay, now you totally lost me.
You see, I actually ended up doing you a favor. Because now the gloves are off between you and Nora, and you're going to get a chance to see what it is you're really up against.
You still here?
It's just on my way out. Gonna go say goodnight to Will.
Where's Beau?
He went to see Nora.
Well, I'm glad you finally told me. I actually feel like a real person now.
I just wish it didn't have to be this hard.
Ah, that and a quarter will get you a copy of the Banner, you know?
It's more like 60 cents now.
What?
You really did lose your memory.
That's highway robbery. No news is worth 60 cents.
Buchanan?
Colin has the tape.
The what?
The one Jessica made. The one Asa confessing. Colin says he has it.
MacGyver's lying because that tape was destroyed in a train wreck.
He can quote from it, Beau. And he wants to trade it for immunity.
I'll be right there. I gotta get back to the station.
Colin?
Yeah.
I'm coming with you.
Now, this might be tough. Now, are you sure? Let's go.
Well, it's quite a setup.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very tempting.
I think we should tell Sophia about us.
Why?
She's my friend, and I want to tell her.
I thought we went through all this. Both just getting out of marriages. We didn't want anything serious.
I don't want anything serious.
Uh-huh.
I want to tell Sophia the truth.
If you tell Sophia, then other people are going to know, too, and then we're going to end up answering a bunch of questions that we don't necessarily have the answers to.
Sophia can keep a secret.
Where's this coming from?
Nowhere. Forget it, okay? Besides, we have a fantastic meal and a comfortable bed. And I don't want to waste a single minute of it.
All right, Todd, whatever this is, make it quick. Max is waiting for me at home.
Fine. I guess I'll just rework the headline for the Banner all by myself.
The Banner? You can do that from here?
No good, is it?
Todd, you're terrible.
You're right, it should be much bigger. So, what else do you want to do?
What else do you want to do?
Well, we could destroy someone's existence.
Skies. Destroy her trust fund. I'd love to see her in wine in the soup kitchen.
We could ruin Asa Buchanan's portfolio.
No. That is Max's money, no, that's my money.
Okay, fine. So if you want me to buy this company of yours, you got to tell me what it's called.
B&B. Todd. This note's from Taya. She says she wants to see you. Didn't you read it?
You just saw me read it, yeah.
But she said she misses you.
Yeah, well, it's very touching. Problem is, it's from RJ.
Come on, you don't know that.
Yeah, no, I do. I know. It's from RJ.
What? Todd, come on. Maybe she wants to get back with you. Maybe she realizes that she made a mistake. I'm telling you, after all the things that have happened with Max and me, I mean, it's crazy, but, you know, I realized that I still loved him, and it's bad, but I forgave him, and...
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I can tell.
Look, I'm not gonna hit on you if that's what you're worried about. Not that he'd be much help.
Oh, that's too bad. You know, actually, that's why I walk Wally in the park late at night, so that I can get hit on by handsome men.
Really? Well, you didn't seem to like it the other night.
Well, it's not that romantic when they're too drunk to remember.
Yeah, but I do remember, so I wasn't that drunk.
Christian, you know your brother's really worried about you.
Look, I'm fine, and I don't need a babysitter. So you and my brother can worry about yourselves.
It's late.
Oh, you want me to go?
No. I just know that you had a pretty long day. And this is a really comfortable bed. So why don't you stay tonight?
Yeah, you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So am I.
There has to be a way out of this.
Well, there is. It's just a matter of who happens to get run over in the process, that's all.
What exactly did MacGyver say?
He quoted from that tape, verbatim. Will confirmed it.
It makes sense. He was at the crash site.
I mean, Nora had the tape, right?
He got the tape from Nora. And some more proof. I mean, and he wants immunity.
He wants immunity from anything connected to what happened to Nora.
Okay, wait a minute. He's gonna give you some tape and then you're gonna let him go?
Not if I have anything to say about it.
You now have the proof that this man kidnapped me, kept me from my family, from my son.
Nobody's agreed to anything yet.
But you're actually considering this?
Sophia, it's me, Roseanne. Okay, well, I guess you're out. Look, I can't find my date book, and I think I left it in your box of stuff. And I have a big job interview first thing in the morning. And I was wondering if you could drop it by here. You'd really be helping me out a lot.
So what, you're gonna sell me this, see, then you see, I told you RJ was here. So this B&B United I gotta buy you. You're gonna sell it to me cheap, right? That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
We got a deal?
Max is worth more trouble than I thought.
Just make sure that you erase me from anything. Don't connect me with anything because Sky will find out and she'll go straight to Max.
I wouldn't want that. Don't worry, I'll make sure that B&B disappears.
Thank you, Todd, really. Well, I'm gonna just head on home. You know, Todd, I always knew Tay was stupid. She should have never let you go.
Max is waiting, right?
Look, you You saved my marriage. And I want you to know that I promise you I'm going to find a way somehow to repay you for this. I promise. Thanks.
Will you pay me for this?
Thought you were going home.
I forgot to give you this. Bo okayed it.
Slapshot.
Yep. Found it in a box, from the old house. And I remember I used to call up to your room, yell up to your room, actually, and tell you to go mow the lawn. And you said you couldn't until you reached a...
Yeah, level 4. Yeah. Never did.
That's okay. You always acted like there was nothing else in the world when you played that game, so I thought you could try again, and, you're going to be in here. I just wanted you to have it.
Thanks, Mom.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I love you.
You can't let Colin MacGyver walk free.
It's not something I plan to do.
He held me captive, Bo. You can't just let him off.
Nora, this is about my son. This is about Will. Will is in jail right now. He was framed for embezzlement by Asa.
Asa framed Will?
It's a long story. But the point is this tape proves that Will was set up. This tape could clear him. See, without it, Will goes to jail for a long, long time. But if we cut a deal with Colin, he can be cleared. He can be free.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
The next One Life to Live.
Did it feel like this when you made love to Sky?
And I'm prepared to make you an offer that you would be an absolute idiot to refuse. Is that clear enough for you?
I've been helping them infiltrate the Rourke family.
That's a crime family.
Cast your vote in the One Life to Live weekly poll, only at abc.com.
Tuesday, there's another debate and a special episode of Gina. So, is it politically incorrect to blow off the First Lady?
Well, if anyone will understand, Hillary Clinton will. Whatever you do, don't mention my name. The woman holds a grudge.
Tuesday, it's Gina at a special time after Millionaire on the night of the debate where you will never hear.
I can't fix it! I can't!